Okay, welcome back everyone. We're going to do some tests on Battlefield 1 via Xbox One X. First we'll do a 1440p 120 Hz refresh rate, and then we're going to jump to 4K 60 Hz refresh rate with game mode. The cool thing is both modes have a excellent low input lag, and I just want you to know that I have this room totally lit up. You know, it's hard for you to see that through this camera, but you'll just have to trust me. I got lights everywhere. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lights. So this room, it's totally lit up, and this television, just with that peak brightness, it holds its own pretty much. Even if I was blasting a flashlight into it, like a gigantic flashlight into this TV would still be able to be visible. That's what 1600 nits can do, a peak of brightness. So let's go ahead, let's do this, let's test. First we're gonna do it with a 4K 60 Hz refresh rate. It automatically switches to a game mode. This is the beauty about this TV. It automatically switches to a game mode, and I'm going to show you right now. See right there. Right now it's on the game mode. It's HDR. It's right there. There it is. That's the current mode. And that's how you find out basically what mode you're on. You see, it says game mode right here. It's on the game mode. So you don't even have to turn on your Xbox One X. All you really have to do is just go over here to the source and click on the Xbox One, and the Xbox One is going to connect the television is going to connect your Xbox One automatically. Basically, you don't have to do anything. And that's pretty cool. Meaning you don't have to get up and turn the power on your console. You basically just use your remote and you will turn it on automatically. Now, this is nothing new. Other televisions have these features as well. Sony can do this too. You know, there's other televisions, you know, but it's a pretty cool feature that it's inside this television. You know, besides the picture quality, you know, I will do a full review of this television. There's so much to talk about this television. There's so many cool features, you know, and there's a reason why a lot of people are buying this television, you know, and I will talk about that whenever I do the official review. You gotta remember, I just got this TV yesterday, so I want you guys to be patient. There will be, you know, comparisons between 900E and then TCLR 617. We will do that, but it's going to take a while. For right now, we're going to test 120 Hz refresh rate versus a 60 Hz refresh rate. So first, we're going to go with the 4K 60 Hz. Let's go ahead. Let's do this. We'll select the quick match right now. Remember, we are on 4K 60 Hz refresh rate game mode. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a single player mode. I wanted to do a multiplayer, but the multiplayer right now on Battlefield 1 on the EA is just pure garbage. Like, there's barely any people there. Servers are down, the pings are down. It's just it's a horrible. I don't know what's going on with the EA and Battlefield 1. The servers are just nowhere to be found. Good job, EA. I mean, some more disappointments from you, really, leading up to the Battlefield 5. I don't know what's going on. Maybe people are not playing it as much, but there's like, you got to wait 6 hours to even find anybody. So the servers are just garbage right now on EA. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Remember, we're testing the 4K 60 refresh rate Hertz here. Now, the one benefit you're gonna have on playing on 4K 60 Hz refresh rate and the game mode, it's going to be the visuals. Now, majority of people are gonna want to play like this because they want to appreciate the visuals, the native 4K and 60 Hertz refresh rate, the game mode. I can tell you the game mode here, is there some input lag? Of course, there's going to be maybe 20 millisecond input lag, and it doesn't look as fast as it would be on, let's say, 120 Hertz refresh rate. So here's the deal. Can you play like this on a 4K 60 Hertz refresh rate, Battlefield 1? Yes, of course. You will get the visuals. The visuals will look really good. They will look very bright. They will look amazing. But you're not going to get that performance that's needed. You know, you're not going to get that performance. You got to remember, you want to avoid any kind of like input lag. You want to make sure you get to the fastest, smoothest experience. So what we're going to do now is we're going to switch to a 1440p 120 Hertz refresh rate. We're going to do that right now. Okay, so now we are at 1440p 120 Hertz refresh rate. So we're going to go back to the game. Now, while you are switching to a game mode and 120 Hertz refresh rate, it's really important that you also go to the external device manager. Go to the game mode settings and let me see, game mode, it's on. That's good. FreeSync, keep the FreeSync at ultimate, because the Xbox One X definitely supports the FreeSync, so keep it at the ultimate. Now let's check it out. Let's see how well it runs. Oh yeah, this is like night and day, man. It's just much better performance, much smoother. Hold on, let me adjust my low light. Here we go. Sorry about that. This TV, it's very bright, so I'm trying to like. I'm trying to I'll regulate my exposure light on the camera. Just look how bright that is. This is how bright this TV is, man. See the kind of exposure light that's coming? That's how bright it is.
God almighty, that's a field gun now. Edwards, have a recce up ahead. There's a gun you'll need to deal with it. Things go south, we'll come in blast. Otherwise, we'll bring Wes up and we'll get the same.
But yeah, man, this is just much better. 120 Hertz. A million times better, dude. It's just faster. Faster and better. Look how fast I can just run and gun. Run and kill these bastards. Alright, I got killed. That's not good. But yeah, 120 Hertz refresh rate definitely adds up here. Let's go switch to a different level. This level is too... there's way too much fog and everything. Let's try a different level. The only reason I can't do a multiplayer because I cannot find anybody to play in the multiplayer. Multiplayer servers right now are just nowhere to be found, man. Just you can't even get on a server on an EA. Well, typical EA bullshit, you know, their servers. EA always have some problems. There's always some garbage problems they gotta have, you know, with their goddamn servers. And then they wonder why people complain about them. This is the reason why people complain about you, EA Sports, because you suck. That's why. So what are the benefits of having a 120 Hertz refresh rate? Well, first of all, you're going to be utilizing a much better refresh rate, obviously, with a FreeSync. And on top of that, you're going to have game mode with a very low input lag. So for a game like this, Battlefield 1, that's something that you definitely want. Now, some people are going to say, but what about the resolution and the picture quality? Look, you're still getting a source resolution of QHD 2560 by 1440p, meaning that 2560 by 1440p is going to be upscaled to a 4K, and it's going to look really nice. Okay, it's not like you're running at 1080p. You're still running a good source resolution, which is 1440p upscale to 4K. But the benefit here, obviously, it's going to be performance. Listen, anybody who's going to be playing Black Ops, Battlefield, or Call of Duty, they're going to be looking for a performance. They're not going to have a time to be sightseeing and looking at the stuff. They're going to be looking at the performance here. That's what they're going to be looking at. Let's destroy some shit here. But look, this TV just looks amazing. Not only are you going to have a great performance with 120 Hertz, but at the same time, you're going to have a really good... You're going to have like a really good picture quality here, man. Oh, this tank just won't go down. Got him. Got him. I can, you know, it's really hard for me to depict this, to capture this via my camera due to the exposure. You guys have to remember, camera, it's very sensitive to a light exposure. When there's a lot of light coming out of the TV, then the camera picks up that exposure. But the deep dark levels in this game, and the contrast ratio, and the amazing color accuracy on top of the 120 Hertz refresh rate with a low input lag, you are really going to appreciate just how beautiful the game's going to look on this TV. And yes, you should go with 120 Hertz. 120 Hertz for Battlefield. Listen, 120 Hertz refresh rate should be used for a Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 5, any first-person shooter game. You're going to need this 120 Hertz refresh rate. The 4K 60 Hertz is going to give you a better picture quality. But then again, are you really going to be focused on sightseeing? Or are you going to be focused on performance? You're going to be focused on performance. You're not going to be focused so much on sightseeing here. Your main focus is going to be the performance. And that's what majority going to be doing here. Hold on, let me adjust my low light here a little bit like that. Here we go. Just so you guys can see how bright this TV is. I mean, this TV is so bright that the exposure on my camera is just through the roof. That's how bright this TV is, dude. All right, so let's jump into a 4K 60 Hertz. And this is a cool feature that you can actually do this. That you can switch between 4K 60 Hertz and 1440p 120 Hertz. That's a pretty cool deal, man. That really makes this TV a perfect companion for the Xbox One X. Remember, now we're going to get much better clarity. Now we're switching to a native 4K and 60 Hertz refresh rate, so here we'll get probably much better picture quality. Oh yeah, so now we're getting a much better picture quality. However, you know, you're gonna have a little bit of input lag, and the camera is not gonna move as fast as it did with 120 Hertz refresh rate. I think the input lag is staying the same. I'm sorry. The input lag, it's pretty much the same. I think it's about 19 millisecond, which is pretty darn good for a television. However, the one thing I noticed when you go to the 60 Hertz refresh rate is that the picture doesn't move as fast. It's kind of dragging, and it's not as smooth, as fast as it was with the 120 Hertz refresh rate. So it's kind of dragging the picture, and it's not smooth. So that's the one downside. However, it is a cool thing that you have an option. So you have an option. Okay, do you want the clarity? Well, you can get the clarity, but are you really going to care about the clarity? In a game like Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 5 or Black Ops 4, dude, you're going to be so focused on winning that game. You're going to be so focused on the performance that you're not really going to care much about, you know, whether or not I'll get to see all the detail. So, for the Battlefield, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard for me to go back now. Hold on, I got to switch it. Look at how bright that TV is. Look at that. Look at the exposure on the light. And just look, on my camera, look at the exposure. Look how bright that TV is. Let me switch to a 120 Hertz. And look how beautiful the deep dark levels are right here. On this, look at this. Of course, there's going to be some light behind it, because there is 1600 nits. But what Samsung is doing, I'm sorry, I almost said Sony. What Samsung is doing here, for a television that it's very bright, that's 1600 nits bright, and the way they are controlling the local dimming zone here, it's pretty darn good, man. Come on, guys. For 1600 nits, what do you expect? Seriously, dude, like, what do you expect? I double dare anybody out there, challenge any professional calibrator, like, seriously, dude, what do you expect? For 1600 nits, what do you expect? Of course, there's going to be some light you're going to see, you know, showing up on the black screen a little bit. But that's nothing. That's nothing, actually. That's pretty good in comparison when you see just how bright this TV is. You gotta remember, guys, it's 1600 nits. That's a lot of peak brightness, dude. That's almost close to 2000 nits. Add another 400 nits and there you go. You're going to have 2000. But that would be like overkill. I don't think people understand how bright 1600 nits is. Unless you're actually sitting very close to it. Just so you can see how bright this TV is. So yeah, dude, this is much better, much smoother, much faster. So 120 Hertz refresh rate. It's just a better experience, dude. It's just smoother, better. One thing I noticed is on the controller, everything's kind of smoother, better, faster. So 120 Hertz refresh rate. So yeah, listen guys, just like my, the third or fourth video, it's going to take a while for me to do all these videos, guys, okay? But I can tell you right now, currently, looking at this television, I would say that this is definitely a perfect choice for gaming. If you're looking for a gaming television, alright, if you are a gamer, and I know a lot of you guys are gamers, I'm telling you right now, Q8fn and Q9fn, there's a reason why Xbox, there's a reason why Phil Spencer is recommending this TV. Alright, there's a reason why he's recommending it. Why? Because it's a perfect accommodation, perfect companionship for the Xbox. Not just the Xbox, PlayStation as well. But of the Xbox, you're going to take advantage of that 120 Hertz refresh rate. See, this is the great thing. It has game mode, it has FreeSync, and it has 120 Hertz refresh rate. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this for the gaming. So if you are a gamer, I mean, this is the best gaming TV you can get right now. And I know a lot of you guys care about the Battlefield 5, Black Ops, PUB, all these first-person shooter games, Black Ops 4. And I know you guys will want to have something that's going to give you a low input lag, 120 Hertz refresh rate. And this is it. And on top of that, you're also getting an outstanding picture quality, guys. you getting a 120. I'm sorry, I already said that. You're getting a full 100% color accuracy here. Meaning you're gonna get the best possible color accuracy. Like the best, what you're getting here, it's the best full wide color gamut, okay? On Q8fn and Q9fn, you're gonna get the best possible color gamut, okay? At the moment. You want the color gamut, you care about that, well, this is it. Another thing, the peak brightness. I mean, 1600 nits is equal as to Z90. 1600 nits is more than enough. I mean, Sony talks about 10,000 nits. I mean, where are you going to be watching that TV? Are you going to be watching that TV in a lit-up hockey arena? Like, where are you going to be watching that TV? Are you going to be watching in the NBA basketball arena? Like, where the hell are you going to be watching that TV? At the Caesar Palace? Like, where are you going to be watching that? So,
What are you waiting for, Edwards? Get her moving!
guys, 120 Hertz definitely helps. Game mode, input lag, FreeSync, all of that stuff. Lower input lag of 19 millisecond. All of that stuff helps. You guys have no idea how bright this TV is. Like my camera right now, it's having a hard time depicting it because of the exposure of the light that it's affecting the camera. But this just looks, it's just amazing, dude. Well, there you have it, guys. This is a 120 Hertz refresh rate test versus a 4K 60 Hertz refresh rate. Of course, for Battlefield 1, you do want to take 120 Hertz refresh rate with the FreeSync and game mode on. You're just going to have a much better performance. I wish that I could do a multiplayer. I wanted to do a multiplayer. The problem is the servers are down. They're not working. EA, the usual EA crap, it doesn't work, you know. What are you going to do? Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching this video.